Hi, friends. It's Kayla Moran, and welcome back to the Let's Get Candid podcast. How's everybody doing today? Happy Thursday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever day or time it is that you're listening. So happy to be back on the mic with you guys one last time for the end of 2024. And if you're listening today, I hope you all had a beautiful Christmas and a happy Hanukkah and whatever other holidays you guys celebrate this time of year. I hope you're all having a wonderful time with your family and friends and taking some much needed R&R while you're out of office this time of year. I know I look a little crazy right now. It is the last work day of 2024, and it's also the last day that I'm spending in the United States in 2024. I leave tomorrow to Europe for 2 weeks, and I'm really looking forward to being gone and spending some time with my family and getting away from the craziness after an intense but incredible year. I've done all of my recaps of the year on social media, but I thought I would bring you guys one last one on here before we go on a hiatus for the year. And I don't know when in 2025 I will be back on the podcast, but I definitely have plans to come back and be a lot more intentional and have deeper, more candid conversations with people that I truly love and believe in and support and inspire and empower me to continue doing the same for all of you. And thank you guys for listening for the last 3.5 years and being with me throughout this growth journey. It has been incredible. I would not be where I am. And a lot of the success of Kayla Moran Law and just me on social media, online, in the creator economy is because of this podcast and the people that I have met that led me to having this podcast or because of this podcast. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. I have come a very, very long way in 2024. I've come a very long way since 2021 when I started this and years beyond that. But I feel like in 2024, I really finally grew into my adult self, which is crazy because I'm 27. But I feel like 2024 and being 26 was the year that I really shed a lot of my limiting beliefs and my fears and my insecurities and my worries. And I just started being more myself and being more focused on what is actually important to me, what is going to get me where I want to be in life, and the people that are going to do that and the people that are not going to do that, and learned to let them go and let go of the things that no longer serve me. And it was a really tough year because of that. It was really difficult to understand that sometimes those things have to go. I mean, we all know that, we've heard those sayings before, but putting it into practice and really letting them go is hard and it feels like failure. But then you sit with it and you realize it's not failure at all. It's only failure if you don't do it, if you don't learn from it, if you don't grow. And it's a beautiful thing when you have the ability to start over and build anew. And that's what this year was for me. I felt like I was starting over, but I was not at rock bottom. I wasn't back at square one. I just, it's like when you're painting your nails, which is funny, I'm about to go get my nails done. They're really bad right now, but it's like when you're painting your nails and you're on like the second or third layer and you mess up and you have to, start again, one nail, but like the rest are fine. Like it's just one little blimp, the radar. It's a little piece and it's okay to start again. With that particular nail, with that particular aspect of your life. And a lot of it was personal and interpersonal, but it really did affect me and my relationships in work. And I've had a lot of lessons, a lot of hard conversations in business, a lot of growth in business, not just financially, but also emotionally and physically, and relationships and opportunities. And I'm really grateful for all of them and to continue doing that in 2025. There's big things coming. I've already worked on my goals and manifestations and intentions list for 2025. I did that on my plane ride to Nashville last week. And I'm looking forward to on my plane to Europe this week to really lean into that, to think more about those, to really get those out. And then I might work on my vision boards while I'm on the plane. Or definitely when I get back, I think I'm going to host a vision boarding party with some of my friends, or maybe one of them will host. I don't know. That's something I would really love to do. And I know my yoga studio does one too. So hopefully maybe they do one. And I'm really looking forward to creating my vision boards and putting into the ether and the universe all of the things I want to achieve in 2025, because I know that it's going to be the best year yet. I've always said, if you've listened for a while, that 2025 and 27, turning 27, year 27 was going to be my year, that it was going to be the best year for me. I've always known that. I've always had an intuition that was going to be true. And I thought maybe 26 would be it. I thought it was going to come a year early, the end of last year. But nope, I'm right on time. I'm right where I'm meant to be. And I'm really, really grateful for that. So this is a quick solo episode. Not much else to say. I just wanted to say goodbye to all of you and to 2024 on the podcast that has been with me throughout the ups and downs of this crazy journey that I have called being a lawyer and being an entrepreneur in the creator economy, being a creative entrepreneur, and share it with you. So it's a short and sweet little mini episode, but I'll share a couple of my biggest wins this year and what I'm really looking forward to in 2025. I would say my biggest win is that I may have thought I lost myself in a relationship, in a toxic relationship, but I actually didn't. I never lost myself. I shed a version of myself that I no longer wanted to be and I no longer needed to be, and that wasn't serving me. And through shedding that version of me, I shed a lot of baggage, a lot of weight. And whether it was beliefs, it was people, it was situations, I really just came into my own. And I'm a lot more confident and proud of myself and sure of myself now. Something really magical happens when you let go of that. Just, I feel like it was a really hard time. It was really scary. It's really scary to kind of feel like you are, I don't know, like you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your instincts. You're afraid of the shadows and you're afraid of, what if I do it again? And like those things happen and it's a learning curve. You have to put yourself out there though to realize that you have grown and you can handle things differently this time and you will handle things differently this time. So that was a real big challenge for me this year, letting go of mentors and people I looked up to in life and in business. That was really disheartening and disappointing. But I'm better for it because it has made room for the people in my life that are actually going to be there for me and who do champion me and who do all the best for me and are going to continue to elevate me. And they don't have to do that, but they choose to. And I'm grateful for those people. So, what's gone and what's leaving is never as good as what's coming for you, but it can be hard in the moment to recognize that, and you don't want it to go. But when you recognize what came into your life now because you had room for it because of what you let go, that's a really beautiful thing. So those are some of my biggest lessons and things that happened in 2024. I launched my law firm's website, which is exciting and has been a really great project for me. It was a really good outlet for me to channel all of my energy into during all of that time, but also really cool to see it come to fruition and all of my hard work. And people really love my website. People always ask me who did my website so they could work with them. And that is amazing. Actually, my website designer got featured on Forbes 30 Under 30, which is incredible. And I just launching that project, it just was a testament, a validation of this crazy little idea that I had that isn't so crazy and isn't so little anymore. And I got nominated by a professor of mine to be featured at my school's alumni spotlight. The business school features UTK alum that are doing really cool things in the entrepreneurship space. And I was nominated to be featured, which is super exciting. And I can't even believe that, 2.5 years, 3 years later, like I'm already being recognized by other people in my community, in my school, my alma mater. So that was really nice. And I got asked to write some more articles. I got asked to come speak to pre-law students, to law students, to, people who want to know how I got where I am and want to do something really cool with whatever it is they're passionate about. And they want to get a few ideas or get a pep talk. And the fact that they find me and they come to me and they think that I'm that person, that is one of the most rewarding things. So I'm definitely leaning more into that in 2025. I already have plans to do so. I already have a list of projects for 2025 that I'm really excited about, in addition to my goals and manifestations and intentions. So that's an exciting list that I'm working on. Of course, my travel list, that is a huge goal for me in 2025. I knocked off 5 new countries, or well, Colombia, Canada, Vienna is Austria, Prague is Czech Republic. So 4 new countries this year. I'm going to 5, but the 5th one will technically be in 2025 already. So I kick off 2025 in a new country that I've never been to before, which is exciting. And then have some more travel coming up already next year, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm going to Cabo for a wedding, and I'm going to Costa Rica most likely for our bachelorette trip. And we'll see what else comes along. I'm sure there'll be a New York trip in there or two. I think one of those is already being planned, and DC in October as well. So I'm really looking forward to lots of trips to come and more travel and more opportunities to meet clients and meet people and make friends and, continue to share my story and my journey and grow with you all and explore the world and bring you guys into my life. And yeah, that's like one of the biggest things I'm looking forward to in 2025 is just continuing on my mission to surround myself with really cool people doing really cool things and hopefully get to be a part of them in some way. And I have a couple of things up my sleeve that I'm working on too. And I have a really good feeling about 2025 for sure because of everything. And yeah, what other lessons in 2024 did I learn? Let's see, I made a TikTok about this. But once I make the content, I kind of I'm ready to close that chapter and move on. But let's see. I learned to slow down. That's a really big one. I learned to prioritize rest and wellness and my mental health a lot more. Went back to therapy. I got more consistent with journaling, which I need to get back into again. I built through paves with that. Yoga became a really, really big part of my life and moving my body, going on walks, going to wellness events, taking my supplements. Yeah, really just focusing on my health and taking time for myself and learning to slow down and be more intentional, which is why that's still my word for 2025. It's been my word for the last 3 years and gotten better every single year. There's always more work to be done in making sure that my mind and body are right. And that way I could show up for the people around me. I reevaluated my approach to life and goals and my business and love and relationships. That was a big thing for me in 2024 and kind of talked a little bit about it, but just with the relationship with mentorship and work and, ushering my business into year 2 and a new era in the website. And, I had to fire clients. I had to, let clients go that were no longer working well with me, finding new clients, learning to, set up systems and processes and be open to wherever a client's going to come from, even if it's not the traditional way I thought it was going to come, doesn't mean that it's not an opportunity. I really had to broaden my horizons and set up systems and processes for that. So that was a really big thing too. Letting go of the fear of losing myself in a relationship. That was a big one. I had never really been in a real relationship before. And so when I got into one, it was really scary. And then I let all the walls down to try to be in one. And that necessarily didn't serve its purpose. So learning how to approach dating in a new way. And that I don't have to lose myself, but I do have to be myself. And it doesn't matter how scary or hard it is to be myself. If I don't feel 100% comfortable being myself, I can't feel comfortable with them and they're not the right person. If I can't share everything that I want to share that is important to me, but also knowing when the right time is to share things that I don't need to share everything. So it's a balance. And so that was a really big lesson this year, letting go of control. I'm someone that's type A, needs to know where everything is all the time. I need to control things. I need to be on top of things and learning that I just can't do that. And, learning to underanalyze things and just let it go. And that things are going to work out better than I could have ever dreamed of or planned. I think I talked about that with our Basil and, just trying less and doing less and letting things go with the flow a whole lot more. That was a really big lesson for me this year. Yeah, I think those are some of the biggest things I've learned. I leaned into my body a lot more, like I said, and I focused a lot more on, eating and nourishing my body physically, mentally, emotionally, and surrounding myself with the right people, eating right, eating better, eating it all sometimes. You know, that has been a really big thing for me. And so in 2025, I just want more of the good things of 2024 and more opportunities, more travel, more love and abundance and support and friendships. And yeah, I just want more of the good and more abundance and more openness to wherever life is going to take me, and not having to have it all planned out and not needing to know what's going to happen next. Because sometimes the little surprises in life, the little bumps in the road that end up changing course, those end up leading to much better things than whatever I could have dreamed up. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to a new year, a new challenge, new opportunities, and I hope you all are too. Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast this year, and I really look forward to bringing it back in 2025 better than ever, back to the roots of the Let's Get Candid podcast. And I will see you guys all in Europe while I'm away. Follow me on social media. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, LinkedIn, wherever you want to follow me on. I really look forward to meeting you all over there. And thank you all so much for listening. I will see you guys in 2025. If you like this episode, please leave a rating and a review. Please subscribe to the show, share with a friend, tag us as you're listening. Let me know who you want to see next, what you want to hear from next in 2025. And I will see you guys in the new year. Have a good one. Happy holidays.